right. Statement of Colin Dillons about a cold night in the desert. Statement collected in the 14th of January 2026 and recorded in the 20th of June 2026. This is my own little experiment. Statement begins. I am a driver. That's what I do. I drive stuff and people to different places. People tend to look down on drivers, but they forget that we bring materials to the factories and food to your local stores. Society would go to shit real quick if drivers would strike. But I like my job. Of meeting different people, seeing new places, and experiencing stuff that you never get at here. Sometimes too much. It happened 2 years ago. I was doing a supply delivery for some company. Don't really remember the name, age something. Anyway, I stopped at the desert truck stop to prepare for a night drive, and it was cold. Yeah, the desert can get pretty cold during the nights, especially in winter. It felt cold enough that there would be ice on the metal railing outside if there was any water in the air for it, and the harsh wind didn't help either. Admittedly, I was not as well prepared as I should have. I thought that the heater in the truck would be enough. Not that I didn't wear any very warm clothes, it was just so cold. So everything was organized, and I finished eating dinner and went out for a smoke. Just for a few minutes. Outside, the cold welcomed me with a harsh bite. I struggled to even light the cigar. My lighter's flame flickered out before I managed to properly light it, even when I tried to shield it. After a while, I gave up. The smoke wasn't going to happen, and I was shaking, and my fingertips started to lose feeling, so I turned to return to the truck stop. When I turned, all the lights in the truck stop were off. I should have noticed that. I was focused on the lighter, sure, but not that much. All I could see, since a generous term, is a dark silhouette against the suddenly starless sky. Should have been able to see so many stars as in the sky, but it was completely black. I stumbled toward the truck stop and the silhouette of my truck, as the wind is pushing me to and fro. I needed to find warmth or light, anything, just to get away from the cold. Eventually, I got to my truck and climbed in. Inside, the wind was quiet. I was so relieved. Then I tried to start the engine. It didn't work. I tried again and again. It refused to work. There must have been a problem with the engine or the starter, or it has run out of power somehow. Still, the truck refused to start. But I should have gotten back out there and checked, or just returned to the truck stop, but I couldn't. I couldn't go out again into the cold winds that howled and bite, so I stayed inside in the darkness. I waited, covered in all the clothing I had, waited for the sun to come up, for the night to end. I don't know how long I waited. Hours? Days? I lost track. All the while the cold kept creeping in, inside the truck, inside of me, into the skin and muscle, into my bones. The last deeper and deeper. The last thing I remember was taking the lighter out and lighting it. The flame was so small, but it shined brightly in the darkness. Its heat searing my frozen fingertips, focused only on the flame, a single light in the cold darkness. The next time I woke up, I was in a hospital. They told me I was found in my truck, half frozen to death, with serious hypothermia. That I was lucky to be alive. I left the hospital the moment they let me. It still took almost a week. I wanted to get back to my job, back to the roads. But when I checked my truck, the engine was frozen with ice. I went and got it fixed, of course. I have been working and driving for 2 years since, and nothing happened. and everything is fine, but I'm still cold. Statement ends. I met Colin at a coffee shop near my university. I thought it was a bit weird to see him wear a heavy this winter coat when it was not that cold, so I asked him, and the whole thing just spilled out. I don't really understand why that happened, but I couldn't really find them again, or the coffee shop. So I can't really, and I don't really add any details to work on, so that's that. It's weird that I'm getting a statement, and not mine, and at all not anyone that I know. I am not of the eye. I'm sure that I'm of the vast, and it has been very clear to me. But it's here, and I can't hold it inside of me. So I'm going to send this out and see what happened. See if anyone's still watching. Sorry about that if it causes any problem, but well, it's just a story. I hope it's done and over. But well, we'll see, I guess.